Something I've wanted to do for quite some time now is design a custom set of field notes books. I want to take a blank 3-pack of craft field notes and slap my own design on there. Back several months ago, I did a few customs on my old Walmart notebooks. These were nice, but I want to step up my game. The first part of this project for me to tackle is the design. I came up with a few different designs for custom field notes a little while ago. I drew them and colored them in this notebook. This will be my source of inspiration. Before I dive into drawing on my brand new, pristine, still in the package field notes, I'm going to cut a few pieces of test paper so I can nail the design down. This step is important so that I can accurately scale my drawings up from the initial sketch. I will also want to color my test drawings to get an idea of what the colors on the actual field notes are going to look like.
This shows up pretty good on the field notes, actually.
I've got a few extra full notebooks that I'll be able to test on as well. My intention is to make the 3 designs work together as one.
Let's do almost the lines.
A good example of this would be these, or any variety of these. In art, this is what's called a series. A series is pretty much a cohesive body of work that is either about the same thing or done the same way. I would say a field notes book of any variety is a work of art. The first design is going to be an all-over cover. This design is going to take up the entire cover. There's not going to be any blank. This is going to be based on my green cutting mat.
I'm going to do it like this.
This one's going to be pretty simple to start us out, but I think it's going to look great.
So the order, I'll go pencil lines, colored pencil, color it in, and then paint pen on top to finish it off.
The cutting mat is significant for a number of reasons. I got the green cutting mat for art school and have since used it for obviously cutting things, but it's been a staple in the overhead shooting rig, kind of acts as like a background. It shows up pretty frequently in the videos, and for that reason, it's significant. It represents creativity. It represents making things. I plan to do all of these customs in colored pencil, unless for one design or another I decide that I want to use something else instead. It's going to be pretty loose, just kind of go on what I feel. And this design also is a pretty easy one to do because it's basically just all lines. The hardest part is going to be coloring the entire thing in. It's going to be a lot of green. I'll call this one cutting mat. 1 down, 2 to go. The next design is going to be a fun one. I came up with this design for a line of merch that I wanted to make. I have the artwork already ready on my computer, so it'll be pretty easy to just copy it over.
Okay.
The fun comes in when I get to fill in the area around the logo. I want to attempt to do a tie-dye type of look. After testing and trying to figure out how to make a field notes look tie-dye, it's time to execute. This particular creative person logo or design, it's what I call the hippie style creative person logo. Got a few different logos I made. This one is the hippie variation. I'm a huge fan of the block style letters that have that slight overlap. To me, that's a much more interesting way to do block letters instead of just one right after the other. This, mixed with the tie-dye look, is a favorite of mine for sure.
It's another hour, but oh, that's awesome, dude.
I've been doing a lot more graphic design since I've come out with merch. I'm constantly trying to come up with new designs and new logos that would look cool on a hat or a t-shirt or a hoodie or something. So if you want some merch, link in the description. The final design I want to make is one that is near and dear to my heart. This one I will be calling I-55. Whenever I came up with this one, I knew that I had to make it into a field notes one way or another. This design incorporates both the front and the back cover. After I test out the drawing, how it's going to look, I'm going to apply it with the notebook laying completely out flat. That way I can evenly access the front and the back cover. I-55 has a lot of historical significance for me. My fiance and I met in college back in 2020. When I left school, I had to leave her behind. And from then on, we were long distance. The thing that kept us together through almost 4 years of long distance was a lot of hard work, understanding, and Interstate 55. This highway in particular was the connector between the both of us during these times. She would go north and visit me, and I would go south and visit her. I-55 has been very, very good to us. That is why it's significant to me. And that is why I am drawing this particular highway on my field notes. Art is meant to project a feeling the artist once experienced. All 3 pieces in this series are based on a feeling or a series of feelings that I, in this case the artist, have experienced.
This is the space after. Look at the color. This is beautiful. Got some good wear in the table today. Look at all that. That is a sign of a good day.
The cutting mat design represents the come up, the creating and the making of things, and my life overall, the build towards this point. I look at this and I recall figuring out what I wanted to be as well as who I wanted to be. The tie-dye is a representation of my creativity in the now. I'm inspired, I'm excited, I'm in the process of figuring it all out. I've got a long way to go, but I'm making progress. Finally, I-55 represents the future. More specifically, a longing, a hope, a faith that things will work out. I-55 is the road it takes to get where I want to be one day. This series, this set of field notes, is made up of all of these things.
Bro, I'm so hyped with these, man. I'm so happy with how those look.
Dude, this one? I don't know which was my favorite.
And all of these things are my inspirations. Alright, so I'm shooting this the day this video is coming out, March 23rd. It's time to pick a winner for the giveaway from last week's video. So I had you guys comment on the video done and then your Patreon username. That way I could pick the winner and get a hold of the winner. So I have copied the link to the video. I am pasting the link into a YouTube random comment picker. We're picking 3 random comments, 1 for each field notes book. Okay, first winner. Okay, we gotta filter it. Keyword filter. The specific word is done. And continue. We got 24 comments that said done. The very first winner will be Ian Gordon. Alright, so Ian Gordon is the first winner. Let me write that down. The next winner is Leslie Beiersdorf. The final pick. It's gonna be Astromurph, aka Black Dog Industries on Patreon. Congratulations, everyone. Each of you will get one of these aligned craft field notes with the official GareTheBear stamp on the back. So thank you to everyone once again who entered the giveaway. That's all we got. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.